Hello and welcome. This is News on the Hour. Let's give you the major stories now. Right Reverend Timothy Yahaya, Bishop of Kaduna Diocese, calls on the government today to unite Nigerians against all odds. Ahead of the Father's Day celebration, fathers are told to be role models at home, church, and the society at large. On COVID-19 preventive measures, Brazilian president has been fined for not wearing mask in the public. Now to the full story. The Anglican Bishop of Kaduna Diocese, Right Reverend Timothy Yahaya, has given his opinion on the reasons he thinks why the Igbos and the IPOB are agitating for their own country. While in an interview with newsmen, he stated that the Igbo marginalization is the cause of the agitation for the Biafra Republic and the rest of the restiveness in the country. He said the government should look for a way to start bringing Nigerians together as one, because even the best country in the world today has more diversity than Nigeria, and yet they are living together as one happy country.
If we have a problem, let's acknowledge we have a problem and solve the problem. The world is becoming global today. So this issue of we want to leave is because there are problems in the current state of Nigeria. If those problems disappear, everybody will want to fly the flag of Nigeria and carry the green passport and say, I am a Nigerian. Our leaders should hear this very clearly. Don't pretend there is a problem in Nigeria. A problem of marginalization, a problem of oppression, a problem of segregation, a problem of religious difference is a reality. People don't think like Nigerians first. They think the region they come from. They think their ethnic difference. They think by their action and their body language. So we should tell ourselves the truth. Secessionists are calling for secession because there is injustice at the center. But when everybody is happy, I am telling you, nobody will know that there is a Yoruba man in Nigeria. Nobody will know that there is an Igbo man in Nigeria. The Benue man who is a thief or who is an Idoma man, they will not know there is a difference. They will only know there is one Nigeria. We are not more diverse than America. America has almost all the races of the world, and yet they live as a nation and they are very happy, and they are the giant of the world. In our diversity is our strength. In our diversity is the beauty of life.
Speaking on the solution to the problem, the bishop called on the government to call on all those who are grieving and agitating for a republic of their own country to a round table and discuss amicably, because even the greatest wars in human history settled in a round table.
I want to tell Nigerians, the blood and the life of men are sacred. Everybody that have grievances in this country, please let's come to a round table and solve our problem. After all, we are all brothers in humanity. I call on the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria to remember that the oath he has taken in office, God will ask him to be responsible. He should sit down, forget about the sycophants around him, be in touch with the reality of the poor man and help to heal this country. History will not forgive him. He may not be on the good side of history if he does nothing. But if he does something, his name will be glorious in the annals of history. And I pray that before he leaves that throne, Nigeria will be great again.
And now the Anglican Akoko Edo, the Right Reverend Jolly Oyeben, has appreciated the Primate of all Nigeria, Anglican Communion, Most Reverend Henry Ndokoba for the privilege he enjoyed for 10 years, serving as the Bishop Coordinator of the Anglican Youth Fellowship, AYF, and after receiving the Primate's letter to appreciate him and inform him of a new appointee. He made this known in a letter made available to Acnn TV, and according to the letter, Bishop Jolly appreciates the Primate for all the compliments towards him and further appreciates God for the newly appointed Bishop Coordinator of AYF, the Right Reverend Prosper Ama, the Bishop of Obaru Diocese, describing his choice as a round peg in a round hole. Bishop Oyeben, in his congratulatory message to his successor, prayed for a purposeful leadership and assured him of his support in all ramifications. Ahead of Father's celebration, fathers in the Anglican Church of Epiphany, Diocese of Abuja, organized themselves ahead of the Father's Day celebration. As the guest preacher for the event, the General Secretary, Church of Nigeria, Venerable Dr. Paul Dajuro, spoke on the topic, the Christian father, a role model at home, the church and the society. One Neogechuku was there. She tells us more in this report.
In preparation for the Father's Day celebration, the fathers in the Church of Epiphany, Gariki, had their pre-Father's Day celebration as the church auditorium was full to its brink. Speaking on the topic of the service, the Christian father, a role model at home, church and society, the General Secretary, Church of Nigeria, the Venerable Dr. Paul Dajuro, spoke on the importance of fathers being a role model.
A role model is someone who has a behavior and a character that is worthy of imitation, worthy of emulation. Fathers have a role to play in the betterment of our church. They have a role to play in the good of our society. They have a role, a major role to play in the family. And can I put it straight, that when the man is good at home, there is every percentage that he will be good in the society and in the church. But what we have are men, fathers who are chameleon. They know how to change roles depending on where they are. If you are maltreating your family members, you are not a child of Abraham.
The service also featured the unveiling of the church model, as the men's fellowship and the vicar appreciated those who have been supporting the church building project.
We unveil this church building model in the name of God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit.
It was a time of prayers for the family, the church and nation.
Pray concerning our family. Let your peace reign in this country. Let's commit the church of God on the hands of the Lord.
And also a time of singing and rejoicing. The vicar of the church, the Venerable Acnn, of the service.
The father is a role model. God created the father to be like a life coach to the children and to be a loving husband to the wife. And in the Christian context, the father is the priest of the family. He leads the family in worship, in service to God, in dedication to the activities of God. So the father is a role model in serving the Lord, in worshiping Him, in life of dedication and commitment to God. When that is done, He has laid a foundation of godliness so that the children will look up to Him and grow in that direction.
Hallelujah,
Nwanne Ogechukwu, ACNN News.
In the face of insecurity around the country, a priest with the Anglican Diocese of Asaba, Venerable Emmanuel Amaje, has enjoined Christians to rely on God, the author of life. He made this known in an interview with ACNN News correspondent Caroline Achumbe, saying even security agencies cannot secure any life.
Even the apparatus, the government, and the institutions we have are not able to secure our lives and properties. The only thing we need to do now is to focus on God, look unto God and rely on Him. When we rely on God, He will give us insight on what to do at every situation to be able to confront the insecurity in our nation. It's times like this, because even the security are failing in themselves. They can't even secure their own lives, not to talk of the lives of the populace. So we actually need to rely on God, who is the author of life, who created man and knows how it takes to secure the life of man.
The St. Andrew's Anglican Church, Uso, Ondo State, has held an enrollment service for the Boys' Brigade, the Owo Company, where the congregation were charged on being steadfast in God. This admonition was given by the guest preacher in the service, Evangelist Shola Balogun. The enrollment service featured the installation of the new captain of the Boys' Brigade, Bisoye Ogundare. His first official assignment was the declaration of the officers, non-commissioned officer declaration, and patron and matron declaration. The Owo Company also appointed the Oluso as one of their royal patron, making him the third royal father to be invested with such honor. Here are some photo reports. You've been watching News on the Hour, and now still to come, Denmark midfielder Christian Eriksen has broken silence following his cardiac arrest during his country's Euro 2020 opener against Finland. That story and many more coming your way after this break. Please stay tuned.
The precious Holy Spirit welcomes you to be part of the unifying Christian experience since Pentecost. The Jesus Dream, celebrating the blood.
The Jesus Dream event is a worldwide worship hour, uniting Christians in every location around the world to declare the wonders of God for 1 hour at the same hour.
Date, June 30th. Venue, anywhere you are on earth. Home, church, office, hospital, and school. Time, 9 p.m. Jerusalem time. Every country is to synchronize their time.
Be part of the great assembly as we worship Him who created the heaven and the earth, the sea and springs of water.
Imagine it. The holy keys in worship between heaven and earth. Support the Jesus Dream Worldwide Worship Hour. For details, log on to www.thejesusdream.org.
I am Ikede or Hakim. Keep watching ACNN, #1 TV station in West Africa.
And welcome back. For more on our top stories, please visit our website at acnntv.com or our social media platforms on facebook.com or youtube.com/ACNNTV. To be up to date with our news and other programs, download the Avo TV app from Google Play Store. You can also advertise your goods and services on ACNN TV. Moving on with the stories, the People's Democratic Party Governors Forum says the platform will help the party return to power at the federal level in 2023. The chairman and Sokoto Governor, Aminu Tambuwal, spoke at a banquet organized by the Akwa Ibom government ahead of the forum's meeting in Uyo, assuring that he and his colleagues would not disappoint Nigerians. He noted that the governors and party leaders of the PDP are resolute to rescue Nigeria, saying, and I quote, "God on our side, we are determined as leaders to provide that platform for the emergence of another PDP leadership in 2023. End of quote. He urged all citizens to continue to pray for the country to overcome insecurity. On the foreign scene, the first Israeli government in 12 years, not led by Benjamin Netanyahu, got down to business on Monday this week, with the former prime minister shying away from a handover ceremony with his successor, Naftali Bennett. The right-wing leader's record run in office ended on Sunday with Parliament approving by a razor-thin majority of 60 to 59 a new administration led by Bennett, a nationalist whose views mirror that of Netanyahu on many issues. In Tel Aviv, thousands turned out to welcome the results after 4 inconclusive elections in 2 years. Meanwhile, Netanyahu, who is 71 years old, has said he would be back sooner than expected. Now in South America, Brazilian President Jair Bolsonaro has been fined for not wearing a mask as he joined thousands of motorcyclists at a rally in Sao Paulo. During the rally, Bolsonaro waved from to the cheering crowd as he used the occasion to insist masks were useless for vaccinated people. According to him, whoever is against the proposal probably don't believe in science, because if they are vaccinated, there is no way the virus can be transmitted. However, President Bolsonaro's claim has been disputed by most health experts. Under 12% of Brazilians have both doses of a vaccine. The Ministry of Health says, and many experts there believe masks should stay until most people have had their jabs. State authorities later confirmed that Mr. Bolsonaro had been fined the equivalent of about £78 for violating a local law that requires masks in the public places. He was previously fined for the same reason after a rally in the state of Maranhão in May. More than 480,000 people have died with coronavirus in Brazil, and Mr. Bolsonaro, who is expected to run for a re-election next year, has consistently downplayed the severity of the pandemic. Now to sports. Nasarawa United have continued their fine goal-scoring run in the Nigerian Professional Football League with a 2-0 victory over Plateau United on match day 27 in Lafia. The Solid Miners have scored 37 goals this season, the highest recorded by a team this season. In Lafia, they made it back-to-back league wins, consolidating on their 3-1 win they achieved over Warri Wolves. The game against Plateau United was tight at the start and failed to produce goals at halftime. In the second half, coach Bala Nkiu's team turned up the heat and took the lead in 51st minute through Chinedu Ohanachom's goal. It was Ohanachom's 5th goal of the season. And now, Denmark midfielder Christian Eriksen has broken silence following his cardiac arrest during his country's Euro 2020 opener against Finland on Saturday. The 29-year-old collapsed on the pitch shortly before halftime in the Denmark's 1-0 defeat to Finland. The Inter Milan playmaker was given cardiopulmonary resuscitation (CPR) before being taken to hospital. In a short statement that was released to the public, Eriksen thanked the fans and vowed not to give up. He also revealed he would like to understand what happened to him even as he continues recuperating. To end the news now, another recap of the major stories. Right Reverend Timothy Yahaya, Bishop of Kaduna, calls on government of the day to unite Nigerians against all odds. Ahead of the Father's Day celebration, fathers are told to be role models at home, church, and the society at large. Plus, on COVID-19 preventive measures, Brazilian president has been fined for not wearing mask in the public. That's as much as we can take all the news on the hour for today. Thank you for watching. I remain Charles Philip Owakalam. Have a blessed week.